Guys, so I have another video on grammar, so present simple and present continuous. So let's do this, and then as always keep looking at the other videos like riddles, physics and stuff like that. Okay, so present simple and present continuous, what are they, how do you do them, and when should you use each of them? So present simple, you use it for something that is a permanent situation or habit or routine. So something that you kind of sure that is going to happen or happens. So Jason runs every Sunday is an example of present simple. The runs is in the present simple format, and you know that this happens. You use it the present simple because every Sunday he does that. So it's his habit, his routine, okay? The present continuous is used for temporary actions or short-term actions. So stuff that is happening right now, but is not going to be happening in 5 minutes. So for example, Jason is running is in the present continuous because I'm using the ing at the end, and I'm using the present continuous here because Jason is running right now. Maybe he's going after a football, maybe he's playing basketball, or he's just running because of something else, but is not something that he does as a routine, okay? Now, some verbs are actually not usually used in the continuous format. So there are some verbs there you are, it doesn't mean that they never show in the continuous format, because the be and have definitely do show in the continuous format. But what they're trying to say is not as usual. So maybe if there is a day that you're trying to figure out which term to use, which tense to use, and if you see one of these verbs, maybe you can use that as a trick, okay? So the verbs are the be, have, like, hear, see, smell, and taste. You normally don't say the soup is tasting funny. You can say the soup tastes funny, or there's something about the smell of the soup, but you don't say, oh, the smelling of this soup. Okay, so they are not usually used in the continuous format. Other verbs are know, understand, depend, agree, disagree, love, or want. Okay. So this is just a piece of information. This is not a rule, so don't get don't get a misconception, or don't get something wrong because you're believing this is a rule. It's just what usually happens, or doesn't really. Now, when you're writing and you're deciding if you're using present continuous or the present simple, there are some words that you may see. They are actually going to help you figuring out which tense you should, which type of verb, which tense you should be using, okay? Present simple usually comes in with frequency adverbs. So something like always, often, frequently, regularly, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, sporadically, rarely, hardly, never, and never. So these ones are talking about the routine. So you can say, we always go shopping on Sundays, or we never talk in class, or we never see each other at school. So these are frequency adverbs, and you can use them very frequently to show routine, so something that the present simple is trying to show. The present continuous, there are some time expressions, they are going to be there, they are going to help you figuring out that maybe the present continuous is the format you should be going for. So something such as at the moment, currently, these days, nowadays, now, right now, as we speak, and that's all. Okay, so just before I go to the exercises, so again, it doesn't mean that there is a rule, but these often come together. Okay, so you can figure out from what sentence is saying which tense or which type of form you should use when you're trying to do these exercises. Okay, so let's do some exercises. So I have here 8 sentences, and I want you to decide if you're going to use the present simple or the present continuous. And pause the video if you want to try the exercises yourself, because after I read the questions, I'm going to go through the answers with you, okay? So first one, John something, tennis every weekend. So I want you to use the play verb, but I want you to decide in which format you're going to use. The kids are something outside at the moment. And again, that something needs to do with the play verb. Number 3, that smells good. What are you? And then I want you to decide what to use with the cook verb. Number 4, my husband never something me breakfast. And again, I want the cook verb. I have the same verb showing twice in a row. And maybe I shouldn't have said this right now. But anyway, so number 5, Taylor is something in London with the verb to live. Do you still with Tom? So again, I want you to use to live, and that's number 6. She's not something today, and again, I want with the verb work. And number 8, the last question, she hardly something on Mondays, and again, this is going to be work. Okay, so pause the video if you want to try the exercises, because the answers are going to come soon. So again, I want you to decide if you're going to use this not the past, the simple present, oh my god, the present simple or the present continuous. Okay, so let's go. John plays tennis every weekend. There is a routine there, a habit there, so you use the present simple. Number 2, the kids are playing outside at the moment. Even without the at the moment, you knew you had to use the kids are playing outside, because it's something that is happening now. It's a temporary short-term action. It's not something that is happening every week, or from what the sentence says, it doesn't look like it, or even if it would look like it, it's not something like they're just saying the kids are just playing outside at the moment, okay? Number 3, that smells good. What are you cooking? So now is something that is happening at the moment, and that person is not going to be cooking forever, so it's going to be a temporary action. The same way, my husband never cooks me breakfast. So you have an adverb of frequency. Today I cannot say adverb. You have an adverb of frequency, never, and this kind of is a hint, just like the outside at the moment. It kind of is a hint if you should use present simple, which you should, or present continuous. Okay, next one, Taylor is living in London. This is something that is happening right now, but Taylor is not necessarily going to be living in London all his life. So Taylor is living currently in London, so present continuous. You can also ask, do you still live with Tom? So is it something that you're doing every day? You're living with him every day, so you use the present simple. She's not working today, so this is today. She's not going to work, she's not working, so that's going to be the present continuous. It doesn't mean that she doesn't work every day, it's just that today she's not working. Okay, and finally number 8, she hardly works on Mondays. So the Mondays here is again showing a routine, a habit, something that happens on this Monday, so it's going to be the present simple. So I hope it made sense, and I hope it helps the people that are going to have a test with grammar, with English grammar soon. Or if you just want to check your knowledge or any of these things. I'm really keen as well on doing some exercises in physics, because I have a lot of theory, but I don't have so many exercises. But although I have the things done, I just need to get them correctly in a PowerPoint, so just bear with me for that. And I hope it made sense, and I'm going to do, or I already have a video as well on the past simple and past continuous, so I'm going to do that as well, just to kind of give you a closure here. And up to my next video, I hope you are happy and healthy. Bye!